Father Arbel po. Ang vlog pong ito ay tungkol sa mga churches na napuntahan ko nung nagpunta ko sa Europe. At ang top 10 ko po ay itong mga churches na to. Although napakaraming mga churches ang nabisita ko. Because every time na magpunta ko sa isang lugar, una hinahanap ko kung nasaan ang cathedral o nasaan yung mga simbahan. Kasi yung mga simbahan doon ay napakaluma na, mga 10th century, 11th century. So talagang makikita mo yung mga napakagandang Romanesque or Gothic architecture ng simbahan. At itong vlog na ito ay tungkol sa 10 simbahan na nabisita ko po. Una-una yung sa Dublin Castle. Para siyang simbahan na connected sa castle. Para rin siyang parang private na simbahan. At doon makikita mo yung isang sculpture na napakaganda. Yung head po ni St. Patrick's ay nakaukit dun sa entrance ng simbahan. And ang ginawa nila ito, it was like 11th century. So during po sa medieval time, ang simbahan na ito na kinonstruct nila. At alam naman natin na during sa medieval time, talagang yung construction talagang napaka-sulit. Kasi parang barracks pa or parang fortress na rin ito. Kung sino man ang nakatira doon, royal families, usually, talagang itong mga castle, mga simbahan ay parang defense din nila against sa mga invaders. So makikita natin ang Dublin Castle sa Dublin mismo, malapit lang sa syudad. And isa sa pinakamagandang parang room doon is yung ballroom ng castle. Napakaganda. And it houses also yung mga civil leaders during that time. In fact, yun na naman, ang storya sa Europe, palaging may giyera. So kung sino yung mananalo, usually sila yung nakatira doon sa isang parang fortress na lugar to defend themselves also from incoming invaders. Yung pangalawa po, second, is doon sa Hungary, yung Saint Stephen Cathedral. Saint Stephen is known as King Saint Stephen. Akala ko nung una, ito yung Stephen, yung deacon, the first martyr ng simbahan. Pero hindi pala. Ito pala yung King Stephen ng Hungary. And the last grand prince of Hungary, that was 1,000 years ago. And King Stephen became a saint because he was really a devout Christian. And he constructed 3 Benedictine monasteries, and he was really known for spreading Christianity throughout the land. And even to this time, his feast day is considered as a public holiday. And the third church na maganda rin is talagang yung sa Barcelona, yung sa Holy Family Church na tinatawag nila na Sagrada Familia, Holy Family. Ito ay nagsimulang mag-construct 1862, but until now hindi pa talaga siya natapos. Nung nagpunta ako, it was 2018, sabi nila siguro mga 2030 matatapos na ang simbahan, kasi may ginagawa silang parang pave, parang turi on top of the church, kasi talagang sinunod nila yung design nung namatay na architect na si Gaudi. And it took so many years and that time there was this Spanish Civil War also. So the construction of this beautiful church, Holy Family, Sagrada Familia, was halted or interrupted. And the spikes, yung parang turi na pa ganun, doon sa roof ng simbahan, talagang napakataas. Ito yung parang landmark na rin ng Barcelona kasi talagang makikita mo yung simbahan kahit sa malayo ka dahil napakataas ng spikes. And all these things, yung mga figures, yung mga sculptures, really symbolizes yung sa sacred scriptures. In fact, yung apat na malaking spikes doon, it corresponds to the four Gospels: Mark, John, Luke, and Matthew. So, yung pinakamataas symbolizes Christ also. So, napakagandang simbahan. They said 2026, but I doubt matatapos ito. Siguro 3 more years. Kasi talagang sinunod nila yung design ng architect na si Gaudi. Ito namang si Gaudi, marami siyang mga ginawang mga buildings or structures na very similar to Sagrada Familia. Pero makikita mo may Gaudi Park na doon, makikita mo yung mga ginawa niya, bahay na napakaganda. Parang Fantasyland, parang Disneyland. Kasi napakaganda, ginawa niyang yung mga design napaka colorful, yung mga parang biyak-biyak na mga tiles na different colors, ginawa niyang bahay, ginawa niyang basta napakaganda ng lugar. Kita naman nyo sa dito yung kanyang mga design at talagang napakaganda. At first, it was never to be intended as a cathedral, yung Sagrada Familia. Pero dahil sa ganda at napakalaking simbahan, so later, ginawa itong cathedral. Kasi yung cathedral nung una, wala naman sa Barcelona yung cathedral ng Spain. Nasa Burgos, in Leon and Sevilla. Ang pangatlong simbahan po na napakaganda sa Spain pa rin, yung Madrid Cathedral. Tinatawag nilang Almudena Cathedral. Yung nagpunta po ako sa World Youth Day, doon kami nagsimba. So nakita ko talaga yung cathedral, yung roof ng cathedral is napakaganda. Ibang-iba siya sa mga nakita kong mga cathedral sa simbahan. Yung design ng simbahan is different from other churches during that time. And this is also actually the seat of the Archdiocese of Madrid, and because of its architecture and style, it's a new classical, talagang napakaganda din ng kanyang design. And it used to be actually, kaya iba yung kanyang design kasi it used to be a medieval mosque that was destroyed in 1083. So, talagang napaka luma na po ng simbahan na ito, medieval time pa. Pero inyo, 11th century pa siya nang ginawa. After 1,000 years, ayan pa rin. Maganda pa rin siyang tingnan. And in this cathedral also, this is where king and queens are married. Ang panglima po na napuntahan ko pong magandang cathedral is yung Belgian Cathedral, the St. Michael Gudula, St. Michael and St. Gudula. Dalawa po yung patron ng kanilang simbahan. Ang architecture po nito ay Gothic, Brabantin Gothic. And this is one of the most important structure po ng Belgium. Talagang sa isang tingin mo lang makita mo talaga na this is a landmark building kasi napakaganda. It took 300 years to build this cathedral. So sa Europe talagang took them many years. Biruin mo 300 years to make. So hindi siya basta-basta. Yung architecture, yung details, yung mga nandun sa loob is talagang napakagandang cathedral. Yung pulpito nila, isa sa pinakamanda, I think this is the most beautiful pulpit actually, is a Baroque pulpit carved out of wood in 1699. So nung ginawa yung simbahan, wala pa yung pulpito, but in 1699, ito, dumating yung pulpito na napakaganda. And the relics also that is inside that were kept inside the Blessed Sacrament of the Miracle is also worth seeing. Kasi meron silang isang parte ng simbahan na nandun yung Blessed Sacrament of Miracle, where yung mga old vestments and relics are kept. So it was really beautiful. And there are so many princes and dukes na kinasal dito sa simbahan. Kung meron silang mga royal weddings or mga royal funerals, dito nila ginagawa. It's like the Westminster Abbey kinda in Belgium. Yung pang-anim po, yung sa Sigubia, where doon ako na-assign or doon kami nagpunta, doon kami na-assign sa diocese na to nung nagpunta kami sa World Youth Day. Ang cathedral po ay isa sa pinakamagandang landmark ng lugar. Kasi meron na silang castle that time. Nung ginawa yung cathedral, ginawa nilang mas mataas yung cathedral through the spikes, yung parang yung spikes ng cathedral, para symbolizes na kahit na may king and queen doon, ang simbahan pa rin ang pinakamataas. Mataas kay sa mga civil leaders that time. It's a Gothic style in Castellón in Spain. At kung napansin niyo, siguro sa mga bata ngayon, hindi nyo nilalang. Nung una, kasi may pera tayo yung symbol ng ating symbol ng ating pera noon, sa naalala ko, may Castile or Castile at saka Leon, kasi doon talaga galing yung king that time, nang under pa tayo ng Spain, yung Castilion, Castillo, yung palasyo. Kaya yung pera natin nung una sa Pilipinas, meron siyang image ng Leon at saka Castillo or palace. Kasi dito galing yung king, si Queen Isabel. Napuntahan namin yung lugar nung na-proclaim siya as queen. Tapos kinonvert nila ang whole kingdom na maging Katoliko o Kristiyano. Kasi si Queen Isabel, siya isang Katoliko, pero hindi, yung napangasawa niya hindi Katoliko. Pero nung mamatay yung asawa niya, she crowned herself to a chapel next to that beautiful cathedral. At saka parang nag-proclaim siya na lahat na mga tao o yung kingdom is magiging Katoliko. Yung cathedral nila, meron din sa loob, parang museum. Kasi ito yung nangyayari kasi yung mga simbahan doon, napakalaki. Yung ibang part ng mga cathedral sa Europe, ginawa din nilang parang museum. Para naman may, siguro para naman may income ang simbahan. Kagaya sa St. Peter's Basilica, mayroong malaking museum, Museum Vaticani na talagang napakaganda rin. It's like 7 kilometers walk around the museum. And relics at lahat ng mga gamit doon na makikita mo is really beautiful from medieval times. So, ang simbahan na to, yung sa Spain, Segovia is actually the tallest, has the tallest tower or spike in Spain. Buong Spanya, ito yung pinakamataas. Yung panglima ko po, yung sa Netherlands, yung basilica doon ni St. Nicholas. It was very close to Amsterdam train station. Nang bumaba kami, paglabas namin, makikita mo na kaagad yung St. Nicholas Cathedral. And it's close to the main railway station. And it was ang design po nito is a neo-Baroque style. And it's during the Renaissance period. Maganda rin siya. Above the altar is the crown of the Maximilian symbol, which is also symbol of Amsterdam. Kahit saan ka mapunta, makikita mo itong Maximilian symbol. Ang pangwalo po, ito pong napakalaking cathedral sa buong buhay ko. Hindi ako nakakita ng ganito kalaking cathedral. Yung sa Cologne Cathedral ng Germany. And the Cathedral of St. Peter. And ito po ay isang Gothic style and declared recently or years ago as World Heritage structure. That was in 1996 when it was declared as a World Heritage. Dahil napakaganda. At nang pumunta kami doon, they are still trying to restore parts of the building because talagang luma na siya. Siguro mga 13th century, constructed in 1248, and until now, meron pa rin silang mga ginagawang mga siguro clean up or refitting para ma-preserve yung simbahan. Makikita niyo talagang taas ng katedral at talagang nagpunta po ako doon sa pinaka tuktok ng tower ng simbahan at makikita mo yung buong area ng Cologne, Germany. And it is the most visited landmark of Germany. Napakaraming tao every day. Iwan ko lang ngayon, nag-COVID man. But in the past, ito yung pinaka-famous na landmark ng Germany na pinupuntahan ng mga tao. At dito, ito yung pinaka-interesting sa simbahan na to. Kasi dito makikita mo ang relics ng Three Magi. Yung sineselebrate natin na Three Kings. At yung history, yung tradition is andito sa simbahan na to makikita mo yung relics ng Three Kings, also known as the Three Magi or Three Wise Men. So hindi ko naisip na meron palang nakaisip na ilagay yung relics. Relics is part of something ng Three Kings or Three Wise Men na nagbisita kay Jesus nung pinanganak siya at nagbigay ng frankincense, gold, and myrrh, yung mga regalo nila kay Jesus. And the Gospel of Matthew, dito natin makikita yung story about Three Kings. Yung pangsiyam ko po is yung Westminster Cathedral or Westminster Abbey sa England, where yung mga king and queen and princess, dito sila kinasal, dito din sila inilibing. At saka ito yung simbahan ng kinasal si Prince William to Catherine Middleton in 2011. Dito sa simbahan na to, Din inilibing ang maraming mga maraming mga famous people sa England, including Shakespeare. William Shakespeare was buried in this abbey as may mga nagko-contest diyan, pero marami rin nagsasabi na dito talaga nilibing si William Shakespeare. And if you go inside, there is a 90-minute tour inside this abbey. And alam nyo ba na mostly sa mga simbahan ng Europe ay cemetery din. At dito nga sa Westminster Abbey, may siguro more than 3,000 famous people are buried in this abbey. And even Charles Darwin, di ba? Siya yung famous na scientific theory of evolution by natural selection. Dito rin inilibing si Charles Darwin. He said that species change over time, give rise to new species, and share a common ancestor. Kaya nga tayo pero sa Catholic na naman tayo, we do not believe in this theory that we came from somewhere, but we are created, as the Bible says, we are created by God. And yan ang ating pinaniwalaan. Hindi po tayo galing sa unggoy. At yung pang-sampo ko po is yung Austria Cathedral, yung St. Stephen Cathedral. Really beautiful cathedral din. It's in Vienna. And itong cathedral na ito is the most significant cathedral. And it's landmark and symbol also of Vienna. And it's a Romanesque architecture, Gothic architecture. And yung pinakamaganda nila ay nasa labas, wala po sa loob. Ang stunning landmark po nila is itong cathedral, ang mosaic roof po ng cathedral. It's a colored mosaic roof. And it was constructed again in 1137, so medieval times po nang ginawa nila ang cathedral na to. And it's the site of, the present site is also the ancient site of the Roman cemetery. And the walls is adorned intricately detailed statues. And kaya sabi ko po, ang eye-catching po is yung roofing nila, yung mosaic roof nila. It's a colored decorative colored roofing. Ang isa po sa pinaka-famous po na inilibing dito po ay si Mozart po. Dito po siya na-baptize, dito rin siya kinasal, dito rin siya yung kanyang funeral. At may picture po ako doon nung saan siya bininyagan. It's a beautiful baptismal font. At Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, dito siya, sabi ko, dito siya bininyagan, dito rin siya kinasal. Pero hindi siya nilibing dito. Nilibing siya sa isang unmarked tomb sa St. Mark's Cemetery in Belgium. Hanggang ngayon, hindi po nila malukit-lukit yung saan talaga inilibing si Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, the famous music ano siya, pianist or yung gumagawa ng mga kanta. So ito po yung 10 simbahan po na talagang napakaganda po. At kung I have a chance, gusto ko pong balik-balikan ang lugar na to kasi talagang napakaganda po ng lugar na to. Salamat po sa pakikinood. Don't forget to subscribe and share. Salamat po.